Be sure to check out the Moving Iron podcast with Casey Seymour and Machinery Pete, with new episodes released every Thursday. You can find Moving Iron on all the popular podcast platforms, plus agweb.com and Farm Journal's YouTube channel.
We know sales of new combines are down right now, but what about used ones? Machinery Pete puts the auction market into perspective for us.
Well, over my 35 years tracking the used market, I got to say the used combine market has always been among the most interesting sectors to track. And you maybe heard me recently say that I thought the used combine market right now is a year ahead of the used market on high horse tractors. And what I mean by that is began to see used combine values fall aggressively 1 year earlier than high horse used tractors. Now last year in 2024, that's when high horse tractor values started to adjust downward pretty aggressively. Combines a year earlier. And let's look at a common combine model here. We'll walk you through what we've been seeing. So let's take a John Deere S680. Of course, our friends at Deere made this model, the S600 series, from 2012 to 17. So at this point, 8 to 13 years old. But John Deere S680's average auction price so far this year, $90,054. Now that's actually up 3.8%. Last year, the average auction price was $86,786. Now, yes, pretty interesting. They're up 3.8%, but to fully grasp why that is, we need to understand how much they fell the previous 2 years. So last year, the average auction price on a John Deere S680 fell 20.2%, and that was on top of falling 21% in 2023. So again, that's what I mean. The used combine value started to fall aggressively in 2023. Now, have we found some footing? Again, up 3.8% average auction price this year so far. But I tell you, what I'll be really watching the rest of this year, starting about June 1st, right through the summer into the fall, what will our dealer friends do? Will they pile a lot of equipment out onto the auction market like we saw last year, or not so much? I think whether they do or don't, it's really going to affect what we see for used values.